So here we are on day 2 of Liberty of the Seas, on our way to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Just got finished eating some. Well, my grades are gray and dang. I'll fix that. But the ship has some movement in it, and you should see people. We're all walking all kind of stupid. I guess the waters are considered choppy, although they look extremely calm. But the ship stabilized. You can feel it kind of adjusting as we sail through the sea. What's funny is that I was talking to somebody and it was like, they hate when the ship, they feel it because then it reminds them on the water. And for me, I'm the total opposite. I love when the ship is rocking a little bit, because you can easily forget that you're on a mega cruise ship if you're not like staring at the water all day, because you just don't feel it as often. So for me, when we feel the ocean or we feel the fact that we're moving, I think, I like it. I've never been on anything too serious, obviously, but I actually really enjoy knowing and being reminded, oh, we're actually on a cruise ship. But right now I'm just taking a tour of the sun deck, trying to walk this track joint and trying to burn off some of these calories, since I ate much more than I was anticipating at the breakfast buffet in Windjammer. So trying to burn some of these calories off real quick, but here we are, day 2.
So it was 8 o'clock in the morning and I decided to get me a little beverage. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? This was called the Rum Runner and it was absolutely delicious. But boy, was that mug super strong. I'm not mad at it, but I was not prepared for the intense rum flavor that came through.
Just was headed back to my stateroom to chill, but my stateroom attendant was in there cleaning, so I just left and let her, do her thing. I know it can be awkward sometimes, so I just was like, okay, boom, I'll be back. Take your time. It's pretty fun. So apparently wearing Royal Caribbean paraphernalia, at least this little windbreaker, automatically means I work on the ship, because there's been about 4 people who have already come up to me and asked me for stuff or asked me directions to places, and I look at them like, why would I know this? But then it dawns on me that I have this on, and that they just might be thinking that I work here. And if Royal Caribbean catch me a check, I'll start directing people, but right now, I don't have no check in my direct deposit, so I'm gonna point you in the nearest direction of somebody who do work here, ma'am.
So after my stateroom attendant finished cleaning my room, I headed back and I decided that I was going to, check out the gym. I actually had a goal to see if I could lose at least 1 pound while I was on this cruise. My goal was to actually get up every morning and go to the gym. Unfortunately, I can be honest and say that I did not make it to the gym every day. And on top of that, I forgot my running shoes. So you see me walking in these Converse, and instead of running, so I decided to do, I'll do just a long walk. So I walked for about 60 minutes. I kept a incline anywhere between 9 and 12 degrees, and I had a 3.5 to a 4.5 speed, and we got a little good workout in, but then my feet started hurting, so that ended that real quick.
So I'm here on the sun deck. I just got finished doing my little French, y'all saw. It's nice out and it's breezy, and I actually like that. I don't know, it's a different speed going from cruising to the Caribbean, every single cruise I've ever been on, to cruising to Canada. It's a bit breezy. Like, I have on like a windbreaker / hoodie or whatever, and this is comfortable. I like this, but it's also warm enough that if you get in the pool or get wet or whatever, you're not going to freeze to death. So this is a different speed, because usually when you're going to the Caribbean, first of all, like, the sun just be like on your back, just be like, hey yo, where y'all going? I'm coming with y'all. And for the most part, that is like uncomfortably hot at times, which is why on most cruises I actually never really do a lot of like the sun deck stuff, because
I'm good on the hot. I'm good on the heat. I'm good on the burn. I'm good on the sweat. I'm good on all that. You know, but this is like my first time chilling on a sun deck. Now, granted, I don't know if every cruise to Canada is like this because it is very overcasty. It's very I just made up a word. It's very overcast. And on top of that, I don't know if it was due to the wildfires going on, but it's just like very hazy. So I don't know. But either way, I like this little speed of sitting on the sun deck and it being breezy. Breezy. When I mean breezy, I don't mean like windy. I mean like the breeze is blowing. I can't tell if you can hear it, but the breeze is blowing and it's not like super windy. So I don't know. I like it.
And as we made our way up north to Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, we saw some dolphin-like creatures. And I say that because they look like dolphins, they move like dolphins, but they had like an orca color scheme, so I wasn't sure exactly what they were.
Let me relax for a little bit before heading to dinner. Look at my friend here. I don't know what he is, but he's definitely an Aquarius. So off to my time dining. I am wrinkled, but trust me, there are a lot worse people on this ship than me. And on top of that, I'm in good company. So here in the main dining room, that was a effort to get in here, but it wasn't too bad. Hopefully I can get my meal and get to the show, but I've already seen the show, so if I don't make the show, I'm not going to, lose sleep about it. I do like to see the shows, but it's Saturday Night Fever. He's not my favorite player of all time, but at the same time, I've seen him when I was on the ship before, so we'll see. I'm trying. So I just left out of the dining hall, and I remember that the ice show started 15 minutes after they said it was going to start. So I'm actually darting over to the theater to see if I can make it.
And of course, this particular show started on time, but I was only about 5 minutes late. And I did see the show back in 2015 when I was on the VSCs. This cast, I think, was better than that cast, and it was actually exciting to watch them perform. All of Royal Caribbean's productions are great, and this one was no exception. And just look at the ship. Tonight is 70s night, and if you know anything about Royal Caribbean ships, you know that the promenade comes alive when it's one of their theme nights. And Liberty of the Seas is no different. And in fact, the whole ship has like the 70s theme, and it's kind of dope how it kind of all plays together.
So tonight's 70s night. I'm not a really big fan of the 70s night situation, so I'm going to watch it from the balcony. I'm trying to charge my situation a little bit, maybe change this a little bit more comfortable before the comedy show later tonight. And then after the comedy show, I'm gonna try to hit the Club Red and over there in Studio B and hang out there for a little bit until call it a night. And then we get ready to go into Halifax, Canada tomorrow morning. Just left the comedy show. It sucked. He was terrible. He tried hard, but he was bad.
And after the comedy show, I decided to walk through the casino just to see the sights, because I barely go through the casino because of the smoke smell. But I came across this little machine that had $100 bills just there for the grabs, and it only cost $1 a play, so I gave them 5 of my dollars, and of course that claw was a hater. I did not win anything, but I only lost $5, but I will actually say this was kind of fun. It was like a big kid claw machine.
So I didn't win. I'm annoyed. It was only $5. It was fun. I don't mind giving up. I don't mind giving up money for that kind of little bit of fun. That was fun. I ain't gonna lie. Not fun. It's $5. Let's just say. Off to the Red Experience, whatever the club is, in COB. I'm gonna go check it out. See what it's talking about. So this spot right here, next to the cow, seems to be my safe space. I was at the club, Red Experience or whatever, and it was good vibes for the 25 and under crowd. I felt like an old man in there, and that was really hard for me to accept. So I dipped out. I'll go check in there again in maybe like an hour or so, because it did just start. So I might check in there like an hour or so. But I felt old because I think there weren't people, 35 plus in there. There were. They were like sitting or standing. They were playing our music, but it was the little like under 30 crowd on there, and they were doing the most. And then we were in mixed company. He was playing all like, for the culture music. So it was like, nah. And then randomly, like, I would say the under 25-year-olds, like a few of them in there was like with vapes and stuff. I'm like, when was that allowed? It wasn't my scene. I felt like an old man who was kind of like trying not to random nobody's parade. I thought everybody had nice things, but I ain't like that part. It did have good music, and it was a nice little vibe. Very nice little vibe. It just wasn't my speed at all. Oh, it is hazy out here. Just want to walk the pool deck a little bit and see the sights before I call it a night. So it is now 12:25 a.m. on the ship. 11:25 in real life, because once we left, they made us change our clocks about an hour ahead to Canadian time, even though we weren't technically in Canadian space, but whatever. Or Canadian time zone for that matter. It's almost like they're cheating you out of an hour of your career. Let me stop. But I don't know. But it's very hazy on the pool deck right now. And I'm on deck 12. I'm on deck 12, and it is, well, I guess this is like a 13 deck because it's like a deck above 12. And they've been doing that. Now, I don't know what that means, because it is very hazy and we're in open water, but they've been honking that little horn every like few minutes. So, yeah. Hopefully it's to tell people that we can't the hell see them, because I don't know how the people driving the ship can see, because I can't see. Well, not that that makes any difference, but I know I can't see, so. But, hopefully they're telling other ships to get out the way, because we're coming full force. But it was fun. I'm getting ready to call it, and I'm about to go retreat to my room. Probably watch some Netflix until we'll take a shower, then watch some Netflix, and then get ready to pull into Halifax tomorrow on this here 4-day voyage on board Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas. Again, that comedian had potential, but he didn't know how to work an audience that was doing a lot of, not heckling, but just doing the most. They were talking the whole time, and he just kept focused on this one group. And it made the rest of us like, okay, bro, like, we don't care. Move on with the show. And on top of that, he was trying so hard. He's an old man, so he had old man jokes. But whatever. Peace.